nakitulong ka Ri Khasi ngiwan lam Shabi ko sngur bakhuj pat pasngem ka beats aqua shpausnem dang yai pinja sliang.
The next gen Tata Tiago. Dual tone interior, dual smartphone deck but wireless charger. Zip fast 100% watt shakmat but shadien, blind view monitor, bakiway kiway. Tek kum ki kaliram, hagador ko bajam, taksaw point riwlak. Just wow.
Uba Gavin MLA Kasora constituency uba badru kumu chairman jong Meghalaya Industrial Development Corporation Limited MIDC jong kasora jylla long ba Jingdon Bynta lang jong Paidbah kalong Shabi ban Pynneh pensa ya Jingthaw ba bat kumju ru nagamenta ban pun urlong ya thong jong karoi kapar ya kini uba Gavin ulong habakren kumu kongsan hagasngis dang jong International Conference on Sustainability, Biodiversity and Conservation Implications for Livelihood and Community Development Arhajar Rio ha Shillong College ha kani gisngi palay uba Gavin ulong ba jing thu jong ba jingtmu ba kongsan jong kani lang ba kalong banyo ya jingede habreng Jingthaw ba bat kurukam ka ba man la kasi ban itu ya rukom trekam kabala ban Pynneh pensa ban kinti ya jingisim Bynta jong Paidbah ha jing sumar baru banthaw ya jing ai jungmut jong policy nagamenta karoi kapar kabala ban Pynneh pensa wemeli rokren ru syapang jingtala jong gusun bedeng ha kabaka sora kabajubnanam kum kejaka kabajur slap tama kaperthai hari menta kala duna patong makani baro kade kejing penjot ya kamaryang dagi kam ki jong ubrio kabala buru ya kejing ma kabakraw ya Jingthaw ki beim ya ki international conference ka arsni ka ban kod ak neutrek nailar la pelong dag Department of Zoology and Department of Environmental Science Shillong College ringkar kejing trailang jong ka IQAC Shillong College Meghalaya Biodiversity Board Shillong Bat Zoological Survey of India NERC Shillong Raidon lang Professor S.K. Barik, Vice Chancellor in charge Northeastern Hill University, nangta Dr. Shanwell Khongwer, Principal ka Shillong College, kinohikai kinongisim Bynta, palapun ko buromru hakani gasngi ya uba haliwar, ubalayo priang ya kakusnam Padma Shri Award Arhajar Arpundri.
For inviting me and giving me an opportunity to assist you during this 2 years program, not 2 days program. Let me now tell what to do, what shall I deal upon. First one is, I have been a part of your journey and Meghalaya has achieved a lot. Whether it is a researcher, it is a community leader, or it is a traditional healer, or it is an advocate, whether it is the non-governmental organizations, or it is the students, or it is you can say the administrative policymakers, all of them have contributed to this great journey. And as you know, the triple planetary crisis, one is climate change, biodiversity loss, and the pollution. These three planetary crises, that means it is not about the Meghalaya or India, entire world, entire planet is affected by this. And to your surprise, you all know that biodiversity is the panacea of all. So that's how that is so important. And all of us, those who are here and also outside, we have been profusely working in your own specializations and contributing to this great cause. No wonders, Meghalaya has been in the forefront of biodiversity conservation. Be it hundreds of years of successful conservation, which we are proud of. I have been really propagating, or you can say taking pride of this fact throughout the globe wherever I go, that we have this rich tradition of natural heritage. We are known for that. Be it a living root bridge, be it the water harvesting system, be it many things. Meghalaya is proud of, not only in the northeast, not only in the country, in the world. So we must congratulate ourselves because we are you can say, lighthouse in the biodiversity conservation in the entire globe. So congratulations, Meghalaya. During my 38 years of journey with Meghalaya, whether it is the government or academia or colleges like you or in the schools like you, I have been participating. We are contributing our bit. I think all of you know that Maplam Red Plus project, That is a nature-based solution project. That is the number one first project in the country. We take the pride of that. And that is the first foundation stone for the green economy. So yes, it took time because globally that time it was taking set. We started long back in 2004, but yes, today we are harvesting the fruit. So let us not satisfy ourselves with only what we have done so far. Look forward, take more such models, innovative models let us develop, and take the Meghalaya's biodiversity initiatives to the global forum.
To take this opportunity to express my gratitude towards Shillong College under leadership of Shanuel Khongwer as the principal of this prestigious institution for having invited me as a chief guest to this international conference on sustainability, biodiversity and conservation and their direct implications for livelihood and community development. And before moving forward, I would like to congratulate Bahali War, who was recently conferred the Padma Shri Award by the Honorable President of India for his contribution to social work and environmental conservation, particularly in the field of afforestation and preservation of indigenous practices. Kubeshibun Bahali War, Lawanra Shisha Yaga Buram, Nagabanta, Jylla, Meghalaya Jongi, Nange Beteng, Yaki Kam Ki Babhagi Jongpi, Ban Pynneh Pensa Yakane Kame Mariam, Paruble, Unai Kerkuepi, Hakiliang Baro. So I would also like to take this opportunity to congratulate the joint efforts of the Department of Zoology, Department of Environmental Science of Shillong College, in collaboration with the IQAC Shillong College, the Meghalaya Biodiversity Board, and the Zoological Survey of India Northeastern Regional Center for having taken this effort to organize this two-day meaningful conference. And we do understand that the main objectives of this international conference is to assess the linkage between the biodiversity and the livelihood, to identify the sustainable practices, to promote community participation in conservation, and also to develop policy recommendations for sustainable development. Yes, in the past many years, I think so most of us, when we speak, especially in the World Environment Day programs, we would speak on the effects. What would be the effects of climate change on our future generations if we don't keep a proper check and balance on the environment? But unfortunately, it's very sad to state that our generation is already facing the effects of climate change in terms of extreme heat, in terms of severe floods, and also in terms of changing weather patterns. I come from an area where in the past was popularly known as the wettest place on earth. But it's very sad to state that currently we are facing an unusual and severe rainfall deficit, where the amount of rainfall has severely and considerably reduced in the past few years. And we can't deny the fact that all this has happened due to the environmental degradation caused by human activities, which has also posed a serious threat to the biodiversity. Of course, most of us will agree with the fact that conservation and development must go hand in hand and must progress together. The interdependence between biodiversity sustainability and livelihood of local communities has been increasingly gaining recognition as a crucial factor for community development. Important to note that community involvement is the key to biodiversity conservation and also for achievement of sustainable development goals. I don't know if any one of you have heard about one reservoir which happens to fall under my constituency, Maura Multipurpose Reservoir, which has been inaugurated in the year 2024. This particular project is a model project for integrated water resource management and community-driven environmental conservation efforts according to the Central Economic Survey 2024-25. And this reservoir has a capacity to hold up to 528 million liters of water, which is able to cater not only to the habitations of its own village, but also to its adjoining villages. And we are very happy that this particular reservoir and this particular project has also been able to promote tourism, aquaculture, and farming. And this project has really been very successful with a joint intervention from both the government side and from the side of the community. And we are also very happy that this particular project has also been able to uplift the economic livelihood of our people there at Maura. Yes, as we all know, Meghalaya has around 76% of its total land area under forest cover, making conservation central to its environment and economy. And understanding the role and the importance that communities can play towards the preservation of the environment. As a government, in this past few years, we have brought about a scheme called the Green Meghalaya and Green Meghalaya Plus, where it is a flagship program of the state government, whereby communities, clans, and individuals are being incentivized to protect and preserve natural forests up to a minimum of 30 years. This, in fact, is the largest payment of ecosystem services in the entire country. And the main objective of this scheme is to ensure that we are able to protect or preserve the forest before it's destroyed, rather than rebuilding it after it's destroyed. And according to the plan of the government, yes, we have set a target of covering around 1 lakh hectares for under this particular scheme, where we are very happy to note that we have already achieved around 51,000 hectares across the state, whereby around 3,300 beneficiaries have already availed through the scheme, and around 77 crores has been disbursed to the government up to the end of financial year 2025-26. And I do agree with the fact with what our distinguished speaker has already spoken in this presentation, that conservation is an investment, not an expense. You'll also be very happy to know that the devolution of taxes that the central government from time to time it's calculated on the basis of the forest cover. The more forest cover you have, the more you will be getting in terms of the devolution of taxes. So this clearly indicates that conservation is an investment, not an expense. And in fact, through this particular scheme, this is actually more than a conservation. It is a climate action and practice, whereby what we preserve today will define Meghalaya tomorrow. Yes, this scheme has proved to be very, very successful through the environmental conservation efforts, which is also leading to sustainability, and the government is further planning to expand this wonderful initiative. So before I conclude, we all agree with the fact that Meghalaya's biodiversity is not merely our natural heritage, it is our economic strength, our cultural identity, and most importantly, our responsibility to the future generations.
Byrnihat ne Byrnihat wat karukom thoru kalaya pher ka Byrnihat batho du wai ka don ha Meghalaya henry ka Byrnihat batho du yupat ka don ha Assam ka we ka nongba henry lapia arliang du put Assam chunki jylla house name ar pusau ka kai phot ka pirthei ka Pynneh ka kirteng ka Byrnihat ha kamat e henry ka Khubor ka Jingthaw sin laklet but shimla la ban pinpau
nama email de la slem de la don hi jaga sanpho kumbangi kinong Shillong iti bi ba ka Byrnihat ka hap lang bat ka border Assam hindi ban ong ba kal air ka one way tang na Assam ni tang na Meghalaya kalong hap reng mo ba hap lang ka Meghalaya bat ka Assam border
ki karkhana badon hagani ka nong baru kilong ki bala Bynta hapadeng jylla ka jingyar ka long kumba 100 square kilometer na padeng gani 8.9 square kilometer the hab hapo Ripoi district ha Meghalaya kat balai point khat lai square kilometer ka basa ka hab hapo ka Kamrup metropolitan district ha Assam banpin bet ye kamat jong ka Shillong jingman jong ka leer ka Meghalaya state pollution control board kadang pet ngon man la kapor ka CEA QMS continuous ambient air quality monitoring station bat ka manual monitoring station ki pet patho ya ka Shillong jingman jokal air klem sange
kadero kabajan bahabat ka border Assam tanglai 100 kilometer e don ber ka border Assam kajing per jong kal air kala don sibun kala duna sibun kala kham khoj kala kham pangat nang takini kiding kisi tru dangi pet menta bet kipar ki ba mensua em kala ya per sibun kila terngam ba ka pollution ta kadan ba sisin ba kila don ki factory mo ya tangim la balen re ban ang hadu ba kandak ta hadu kata-kata ko makimi kini dia long ngi tengim lar ban ya menjur
hakador ba jong ka ying dor ba thau an mentri rangba ka jylla ong bokla tho mentri rangba ka Assam ban thau ye ka joint committee
यहाँ का जो रियल फैक्ट है जो मतलब मेन पोल्यूशन था जो फैक्ट्री था पहला मतलब रहने का मुश्किल हो गया था यहाँ पे गवर्नमेंट ने भी बीच में बहुत सारा फैक्ट्री शट डाउन कर दिया लेकिन पहला से बहुत अभी थोड़ा रिलीफ है शांति है रहने के लिए
kal air ka bayat kam sange haupo Assam henry ban ong ba Byrnihat Meghalaya ka de ka nong ba ka ba jabo tam ka penyalam bakla ye kibreo